today's video, I'm giving you my top 5 reasons why you might want to consider the Trident from NUX as your main amp modeler, and I've also made some custom presets just for you for free. All you have to do is just stay until the end to find out how you can get the presets for your NUX Trident. So reason number 1 is the layout and features of this unit. So it's pretty compact, solid built. You have very smooth knobs on here. The toggle switches are not too crammed, so even someone with big fingers can still have access. So if you're more tactile when it comes to setting all your presets, this allows for that. Now when it comes to switching banks or switching presets, this over here, if you need to instantiate an effect like modulation or delay, these are staggered. So I don't know if this is going to come through, but these are a little higher and these are recessed about maybe not even like a quarter of an inch lower, meaning that it's super simple to not hit the next switch over if you have big feet. The other thing too is effects send return. You have ground lift, a master volume, you have your XLR, 2 of them, XLR out, and then you have regular TS outputs over here, and this can also double as your audio interface with a USB-C cable. Reason number 2 are the amps, cabs, microphone, mic positions, and effects. So if you consider all the amps that are in here, there's quite a lot. So you have everything from small combo amps to big high gain monsters and just about everything in between. So some very sought after amplifiers. You also have many cabs. You have 4 microphones, so the E906, SM57, U87, and E414, which are kind of staple for recording guitar amps. You also have the EQ that can be used. So you have 2 EQs, you have the GE7, and you have another one that's more of a something you would see in a plugin. So you could see the representation of the frequency range, and you can carve out the low end, the high end, or notch out or boost certain frequencies without having to rely on fixed values from something like the GE7. So all in all, you have all those options, and on top of that, you can even import your third-party IRs. If you don't like the stock stuff, you would rather go to something like maybe Own Hammer, not plugins, but IRs, or something you made yourself. You can import those in there and make this even more flexible. Reason number 3 is the sound quality. So we talked about the fact that they have 27 amps, 27 cabs, 4 microphone, powerful EQ. You could import your own IRs, making this pretty flexible to begin with. But we also have to talk about the technology that goes into the box. We're going to talk about the sample rate and all that. I'm going to put that on screen because I don't remember it from the top of my head. But they are using their own proprietary technology for modeling. So they call it the TSAC 4K or TSAC 4K. They use this for the amp modeling and the IRs. You have dual DSP processing. So one of them is only for the effects and the other one is for the amplifiers. They have great converters for analog to digital and then back from digital to analog. So if you consider all of that, there's a lot of processing going on. There's a lot of power behind this unit. So they really didn't cut the corners when it comes to processing and the quality of the audio that's been put through. So number 4 is the amp choices. So they got great amps ranging from combo amps to high gain monsters, but the one I focused on the most were the AC15 and AC30. Most companies have a hard time modeling Vox amps. I think it has to do with how they capture them to begin with. I've been recording with them for a long time and even I sometimes get it wrong. So they are tricky amps to record. When it comes to modeling, I think it gets even trickier, but I think that NUX with the Trident did a great job on both Vox amp models. So clean tones sound like they should, edge of breakup as well, distorted sound great, they don't sound too flubby and all over the place. And whatever you use in an overdrive pedal at the front of these models, they react like what you would expect a real Vox to react like. So kudos to NUX, they did a great job on that. I know it's very tricky, but I think that they pulled it off. So number 5 is actually what you get for the price. Here in Canada, these go for about $629. That's a price I found online. Maybe some are less, some are more. It depends on the retailer, but I've seen them for as low as $629 Canadian. You're getting some great sounds, great features and effects, cab IRs, their modeling technology, the processing, the digital conversion to analog conversion. Everything is just chock full of great options. It's very well built, very well laid out. If you don't want to use the software on your computer, everything is tactile. You can just easily set everything manually on the device. But if you want to do some more deeper editing, you can use their free software, just go in depth and make this thing work the way you want it. It looks great, it's compact, it's sturdy, and the technology that they're using sounds great. So I don't know what it is that they're doing different from other people in this price point, but it sounds great. It can be used for live gigs, so you have your XLR out to send to front of house, and you could use it as an audio interface for home recording. All in all, it's fantastic. Things I wish I would have seen with this unit is amp modeling for bass, and perhaps some acoustic guitar features. Maybe they're keeping that for a firmware somewhere along the lines in the future, but I would really like to see those options because that would add some even better value to what I think is a stellar product to begin with. So bass and acoustic, I don't know if the folks at NUX are going to watch this, but I think those would be great options to put in the future. I really like the Melvin Lee Davis that you have for the little pedal. Maybe you can get those amp models in this thing and make it even a better option. So all in all, I think you can't go wrong with this particular unit. And if you need some presets to start off with, you're not too sure where to start, I made some custom presets just for you. So you can go in the video description or look in the comments. I'm gonna pin that on top. So just enter your email and you're gonna get these free of charge. In the meantime, if you wanna watch more videos like this, you can click on the video appearing on screen now, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers.